Okay, let's move on. Who are we talking about? Hujjatul-Islam. Hujjatul-Islam means the binding proof of Islam. The binding proof of religion. Ghazali was one of the first people for whom this title was given. He's certainly the first person for whom it was agreed by general consensus. So, what does that mean? There's a difference between Ihsan saying, Doc is Shaykh-ul-Islam. Thank you very much, Ihsan, for saying it. You didn't say it, but you should have. Never mind. Alright? Doc is Shaykh-ul-Islam. It's all very well that Ihsan says I'm Shaykh-ul-Islam, and he puts it up on Facebook. Shaykh-ul-Islam, Dr. Asim taught the first lesson that he had today. Alright? Does that make me Shaykh-ul-Islam? No. Okay? How do you get titles? What is a scholar? That's another question. What's a scholar? Someone said to me once, I remember this, I want to be a scholar. And my question was, define a scholar for me. First tell me what a scholar is, and then I'll tell you how to become one. Right? It's not a badge that you get. Right? You complete you learn how to tie knots, or I suppose it's a scholar how to untie knots. Yeah? And you get your badge to get your badge to go in your jacket. I'm now a scholar. It doesn't work like that. Okay? It's all very well to get a title. Is the title when do you deserve that title? And the way it works in Islam, the scholarship, the scholarly tradition is a collegial system. Okay? I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor because I passed an exam. That's why I'm a doctor. But I'm also a specialist psychiatrist. Why am I a specialist psychiatrist? Yes, I did pass an exam. But I didn't become a specialist when I passed the exam. I became a specialist 3 years later. Okay? And I became a specialist, technically, when the Royal College of Psychiatrists, i.e. the Jama'ah of psychiatrists, the group that makes up the psychiatrists of the United Kingdom, felt that I was capable and suitable to be one of their members. So it was by general acclamation. People got, it doesn't happen like this, it happens with a group of them saying yes, but the way it's meant to work is that you are now presented to the College of Psychiatry, and we recommend this person as fit to be a psychiatrist. That is called a collegial system. It's a self-regulating, self-policing system. There are no external, there are external conditions, but there are no external criteria. Okay? Similarly, when you hear that a doctor has done X, Y, and Z, and they go to the GMC and they have their license stripped, what's happening there? There is a general agreement from the General Medical Council, which is made up of doctors, to say that this person's competence is so lacking that we are no longer happy to call this person a doctor. Okay? The scholarly tradition works in exactly the same way. When are you a scholar? When scholars say you're a scholar. When are you a Shaykh-ul-Islam? When the scholars say you're a Shaykh-ul-Islam. When the collectivity of them say you're a Shaykh-ul-Islam. Ghazali was, this is debatable, but famously the first figure, and really the only figure in Islam about whom there has been a general consensus that he is Hujjatul-Islam, that he deserves the title, the proof of religion. Abul Hasan al-Shadhili, and this is a beautiful story. Abul Hasan al-Shadhili, the great Sufi master, had a dream, and he dreamt that he was in Bayt al-Maqdis, he was in Jerusalem, and he was in a gathering of the prophets. And the Prophet ﷺ was there, so was Musa alayhi salam and Isa alayhi salam and so forth. And Musa alayhi salam, because this is how Musa is, he asked the Prophet ﷺ a question. He said, You said that ulama'u ummati ka'anbiya'i bani Israel, that the scholars of my community are like the prophets of the Nabis of the Bani Israel. Where's your dalil, akhi? Where's your proof? And The Prophet ﷺ turns to a man who is in the gathering and he said, "Qum ya Ghazali." Or another narration, "Qum ya Aba Hamid." Ghazali, stand. And he said to Musa alayhi salam, "Here is one of them. Here is one of them." Okay? And this was this amazing dream about the status of Ghazali. That Ghazali was chosen by the Prophet ﷺ as evidence that the scholars of the community do. What does it mean? Are like the Anbiya? You guys done any rhetoric yet? Okay, the word the ka in Arabic is for tashbih, right? So inna Zaydan kal asad. Zayd is like a lion. What does he walk around on 4 limbs? Does he have a very long beard and very long hair? In what way is Zayd like a lion? What is the wajh tashbih? Okay, the wajh tashbih is the nature of the similitude. No, Zayd is like a lion in the sense that he is lazy, lolls around all day, and waits for his wife to bring the food. That's what lions do. It's not meant, that's not what's meant. No, Zayd is like a lion in terms of his courage. Okay? Zayd has courage like a lion. In what way are the ulama of the community of the Prophet ﷺ like the prophets of the Bani Israel? The Anbiya as opposed to the Rusul. Okay, this is Aqidah. You guys done Aqidah? Who's done Aqidah? Who's done Aqidah? Aqidah? No hands going up. Have you guys not done Aqidah? Have you not studied Aqidah? Ya Rab. Okay. Right. There's a difference between a Nabi and a Rusul. A Rusul brings a dispensation from God. He brings a divine law. A Nabi is spoken to by God and calls people back to the Sharia of a previous Rasul. Okay? So, the scholars of the community of the Prophet, the great scholars, the ulama al-Rabbani, the lordly scholars, or the guided scholars of the community of the Prophet ﷺ, are like the prophets of the Bani Israel in the sense that they call people powerfully with ala basiratin, with inspiration, with insight, with guidance from God. They call people back to the Sharia of the previous prophet, in this case, the Prophet ﷺ, the last of the prophets. Okay? There are other narrations as well, but this is who Ghazali was. And this is how, this introduction here is the introduction of Shaykh Jifri al-Haddad in his biography of Imam Ghazali, which you can make available as well. It's a very good short biography of the Imam.